So, if we haven't met, my name is StHooch, and I'm a former Walt Disney World, Disneyland Paris, and Universal Studios Orlando, Florida cast member. And today I want to share with you my experience of going through Disney auditions. It's a really interesting way they do things. I'm not sure how much different it is from other theme parks, but I only went through Disney's audition. After my college program, which was in merchandise, I wasn't quite sure. I knew I wanted to stay with the company, but I wasn't quite sure which direction I wanted to go into. There was still like operations in the parks, like guest relations. There was an opportunity in sales and marketing, and then there was an opportunity in entertainment. So I decided to go for guest relations and for Disney auditions. Some friends of mine talked me into it. We went to it. I don't even remember where it was, but it was in a gym, like a high school gym or somewhere in Florida. Went in, there were a ton of people there. And we learned a piece of choreography that wasn't too difficult. And then we had to do some other kind of movement type thing. I don't remember. This was quite a while back. And then we just sat around for a little bit, and they called out numbers that went to another part of the gym. And then the folks that were left over were thanked, and unfortunately they did not make the cut to go on to the next stage. So we go into this other part of the gym, and we go and we learn another piece of choreography that's a little bit tougher than the previous one. Now, I am 6'5". You know, at the time I was probably about, I don't know, 200 and something pounds, some change. And even for a big guy, I tend to be, you know, I had experience in voice, and I was a music major and had scholarships for it. It wasn't like a professional. I didn't major in dance or anything like that. But I got, you know, I got it. I can say I have it, you know. I'm not a perfect dancer. And went through it, and then they were calling numbers out for the next process, which basically, if your number was called, you made it, but you still had to go through some other stuff, but they gave you an offer. I was not called for the second round. So I was leaving. One of the judges or people in entertainment walked up to me and said, "Excuse me, can I speak to you for just a moment?" And I was like, "Sure," you know. And she said, "Listen, we were really impressed with the way you move for your size and everything, and we would love..." Evidently, this was a group representing Disney MGM Studios, just Disney MGM Studios, none of the other parks. She said, "We are really interested in you. However, we do not have any open recs or open positions for someone of your height. Characters, if you get into entertainment, it's based on height." And I said, "Oh, okay." And she said, would it be okay, or would you be interested in us holding on to your information to the side, and he would give me a call and see if I was still interested? I said, "Sure, that would be fantastic." So they were going to hold my stuff to the side, and I kind of had my foot in the door with Disney Entertainment. I just had to wait for the call for someone to leave. And before I left, I said, "Well, before, you know, if you don't mind, what characters would I be friends with, if, you know?" And they said, Goofy, Goliath, and Sweetums. Goliath, if you don't remember, was the head gargoyle from the hit TV show Gargoyles, and he did meet and greets at the end of near the facade of New York Street when it was still there. So eventually, they did indeed call me, offered me the position, and I turned it down because I was already in sales and marketing for an internship. I really wanted guest relations, didn't apply for sales and marketing. However, someone called me and said, "Hey, you didn't get guest relations, but we want you to interview for sales and marketing." I did that. I got sales and marketing, and then I turned down entertainment because just for me, entertainment I didn't see it as my future. So, but I enjoyed the opportunity of auditioning for Disney. It was great, wonderful learning experience. And have you ever auditioned for something, you know, something that you're passionate about? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, hooch on.